Hi folks, this is all the fruit. Just look at this gigantic, impressive, ancient dwarf palm in the town of Alasio on the Italian Riviera. Yeah, it's kind of stretching the term dwarf palm a little bit. Dwarf palms are incredibly interesting for a lot of different reasons. Well, firstly, they produce edible fruits, and that's the main reason they're here on my channel. Secondly, well, as a palm, they are not a palm tree, they're a palm shrub, meaning with many stems. Thirdly, they are the only palm tree native to the European continent and native to the area of Liguria where we are right now. And fourthly, they are by far the northernmost palm, well, the northernmost naturally occurring palm in the world. Nowadays we have palm cultivation further north, even like in Germany and Britain and Scandinavia. But as to native stands of palms, here the Riviera, the coast of Liguria in Italy, is the northernmost area in the world where you have wild palms. And when all those touristic park landscapes of the Riviera were created in the late 19th century, they introduced so many different palms from other parts of the world, but of course they also used the native dwarf palm. Here I'm in the town of Alasio, and yeah, I've never seen a dwarf palm of that size. Like over there on the other side of the road is a dwarf palm of impressive size. See the bus going behind the dwarf palm? So this, and people going underneath it. This dwarf palm over there is of really good size for a dwarf palm. It seems like it's over 5 meters tall. It has several stems. I've seen bigger dwarf palms in cultivation, but they are not very common. So we established that this over there is kind of the normal size in cultivation. On the dry slopes of the Mediterranean coast, usually the dwarf palms remain smaller. Here we have another, yeah, kind of impressive, good size dwarf palm. This is more or less as big as they get in cultivation if they are pretty old and are being taken good care of. This should be about 6 meters tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stems. Big and lush. Down there a lot more stems. But yeah, we would say this is a nice big dwarf palm. Unfortunately, none of them seems to be in season, or I would try the dwarf palm dates, which are not very tasty, but they are an edible palm fruit. But this thing over there is amazing. As you can see, the town of Alasio is putting a lot of effort in protecting this shrub. They have built this tower in the middle, which supports the stems with ropes. They've even put a lamp on the tower, and they've put this fence in front of it. Maybe, I don't know why the fence is not everywhere, so the children and other people don't try to climb it. But children would climb here and then go around, hi bunny, and climb here. Of course, you should not climb this thing. Those stems are well past the average age of a palm stem. As you can see here, so many people have climbed on them that they have rubbed off the remnants of the leaf sheets. I don't know how old this thing is. It has several dozen stems. A couple have been cut off, and here a lot of the young ones are being pruned before they can even reach some big age. Also, unlike the other palms which have more or less straight stems, those are curving and twisting. At first I even thought that some of them are branching, but this is extremely rare for palms to branch above ground. And then I noticed they are just stems which were growing close together. Impressive. I've never seen anything remotely like this. And yeah, the city of Alasio seems to also seems to also know that this is something special. Also, what I didn't notice is here they have 3 big lamps on the ground. I mean, usually you use those things to put light on like triumphal arches or churches or palaces and castles. And here they are highlighting, literally, this palm tree. What I'm missing is basically a big label explaining the age and why is it so special. Yeah, okay, this is the standard sign banning people from doing things, but maybe at least some guess how old this thing should be. I think it could be from the time where, in the late 19th century, where Alasio was transformed from a little sleepy fishing village to one of the most vibrant tourist centers of the Riviera. Probably they dug out an average-sized dwarf palm somewhere on the hills of the Riviera, on the rocky hills, and planted it here. So then this thing should be, what, 100 to 150 years in the soil in this spot here. But we don't know how old the plant was that they dig out to begin with. Really impressive tree. As I said, I've never seen anything else like this. If you see something like this one there, you would say, yeah, this is a nice, really good capital dwarf palm. They don't get that much bigger. 6 meters is usually what is being cited as the maximum size. Well, the couple stems of this one which are erect, yeah, they're probably at least 6 meters, maybe a little bit higher. But yeah, so impressive. I've never seen anything like this. I wonder if it's genetic or if they just let a lot of the stems develop and didn't cut off the ones which were turning and twisting. So is it more like a thing of cultivation that it survived in that shape? Yeah, kind of strange. Also, they are thinner and seem to be weaker than the stems of those palms there, but you cannot be sure. Maybe they are just older. Very impressive dwarf palm, folks. Please tell me what you think about this tree. How old is it? Is it shaped genetic? Is it shaped due to protection it had gotten for a long time? Tell me. I'm really curious. Apart from that, stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful and incredibly fruit-rich, I hope so, town of Alasio on the Italian Riviera. And if you want to receive more such content, it's not enough to subscribe to my channel, because YouTube stopped recommending my videos even to most subscribers. Better press the little bell icon to be notified of any new uploads.